Welcome to Masculine Scrapping. I'm actually here creating an opening page for what's going to be a four-page spread. So I've got these special protectors that open up like this and then create 4 pages. So this is kind of entry to that. I will create a video later when I'm putting this together so you can see what it's all going to look like. I designed all of this on my Cricut machine. I'm very excited about this project. This video might take a little longer because it's gonna be a while putting it together, but all of these elements were designed on my Cricut machine. I did purchase, I'm gonna pull some of these elements out. I did purchase a lot of these designs from Etsy, and it's gonna be a little interesting to see here if I can get them down in a good order. But I'm going to set all the letters over here, and hopefully I will remember how I did this. There we go. I've got all these flowers here. I'm just going to move these down a bit. And I'm going to leave some of them on here because I know those need to go down before others. A little bit of torn edge border here, again left over from another project. All of these elements were either purchased on Etsy and then cut out with my Cricut machine, or were already options in the Cricut Design Studio. So I stretched some, so you'll see some that look similar to others, and it's basically because I just used the Design Studio to stretch them a bit. So, for example, this one, and this one are the same, just stretched a little bit in Design Studio. So some of these elements I'm going to have in the back, some will be in front of other things. And so, just gotta kind of remember where I had everything, but this here on the edge. And let's see, these 2 pieces, which by the way were very difficult to put together, but I think they look really cool. And I'm gonna just stick some tape on some of these to get them down. They'll have other pieces on top of them, which I think will help hold them down a little bit more. But for now, we'll just get them in place. Oops, and there we go. Look, I've lost a leaf already. So I'm gonna just do that. Whoops. There we go. Do the same over here. Actually, on this one, I think I want to put this guy behind everything because he's big. So this is one of their dragons. There we go. I think I purchased this one on Etsy, along a pack with a whole bunch of other ones. I'll put that up a little higher. There we go. So he's flying above the vines. Oh yeah, that looks good. Okay, all these flowers will be last. All right, now I think this needs to go in here. There we go. Let's see if we can get that off. Okay, this one's coming off easy. If they don't come off easy, I leave them on, but just a silhouette, and I think it's kind of cool. Because I couldn't find any that had a lot of detail, I used the silhouette, but then I don't really highlight them too much because they're just a silhouette, and sometimes I think silhouettes look a little weird if you don't. Okay, now I've got to figure out how I'm going to do this, because I've got this D, but the D is going to end up getting cut in half if I put it here, so I've got to decide if that's what I want to do or if we're going to spread it out in some other way, and there are ways to do that. Okay, so Pandora. I don't think I can get that D. No. We're gonna end up having to cut the D in half, which I'm not thrilled about, but it will be okay. Okay, so there we go, Pandora. So now we'll work on getting these letters down. Because these letters are on top of other things, I am going to use quite a bit of tape because I need to make sure it's going to stick through to parts that are going to be more solid. Gonna leave. Well, let's go ahead and do the D. I'm gonna put a lot of tape on it because I want to make sure it's gonna stick wherever it ends up getting cut. And you want to make sure your pages are exactly where you want them before you put this down. Okay, there we go. That's now holding that project together. If you haven't been to the Disney World complex since they built Pandora, I would highly recommend it. I mean, it's an amazing just land, the way they've put all the plants and the hanging, floating rocks. The rides are great, and they've got probably one ride that's really good for kids, the Navi River Adventure. The other ride, honestly, I got seasick on it, or motion sick. It was really cool. We ended up going to ride it the second time. I did not ride it because it was too much at that point. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start layering back the plants now. And I do think I'm going to try and decide if I should just stick them all in at once or what I should do here. I'm going to put some of the bigger ones down first, I guess, and we'll just see how it plays out. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here, but just getting a few little sticky tabs on here. Again, I made all of these with a Cricut machine and basically just switched up colors that are kind of these, I would call them Pandora plant colors. You'll see later in some of the pictures how yeah, I don't know what I want to do here. How they look there in the land. And so just tried to mimic what I was seeing in those places. I'm going to move this up a little bit to fill that space, and then stick this here. So again, these are just plant pictures that I purchased using Cricut Design, and just by switching up the colors made them feel a little bit more like they were alien plants, which I think is pretty cool. I know there's a lot of sticking on this particular project. This project did take a long time. You can imagine how many cuts I had to make, how many different in and outs on the paper cutter, just because I had so many little pieces here. But it was super fun to put together, and I absolutely love the way that this is turning out right now. On this one I'm about to put in, I actually used a gold marker to outline it and to paint some parts, so gold and silver on parts of this. And the same with this, you can see coloring there, just gold marker. I feel fortunate that over the years I've been able to buy all kinds of supplies. I don't use them all the time, but when you have elements at your disposal, it becomes easier to think about, well, how am I going to make this happen? Because you know you have some of these, tools. Let's see, let's do that. And one last piece. Where do I want this to go? That might go right there. And this piece is pretty thin, so for this one I'm going to use my glue pen. This is another thing that I feel is an important tool to have. We get ours from, I think these are from Creative Memories. Yeah, Creative Memories. You can get them in other places, but I have actually found that these work the best. Here we go. And we'll just press that down. So there you have it, the opening sequence title page for the Pandora 6-page spread. Hope you've enjoyed watching this. Appreciate your time and would love to be seeing your projects. Take care.